Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number 13 in organic chemistry, in which we have seen unit number 2 nuclear chemistry, and in our last video we have discussed about the nuclear fission, and in this video we will see use of thorium, uranium and plutonium in atomic energy, that is energy production. So our point is use of uranium, thorium and plutonium in atomic energy. Then to start this point, first we will see what are the fissionable materials and fissile material, that is fissile nuclides. Only a few nuclides can fission, that is all the nuclides cannot fission, only some members will fission. That is a nuclide which can be induced to fusion by an incoming neutron of any energy is called fissile. Fissile means when we bombard neutron on that material, then it can be break down into daughter elements, so that elements are called fissile material. So there is only one naturally occurring fissile nuclide, that is uranium 92-235. So this is a fissile material, that is fissionable. Already in nuclear fission we have studied that uranium 235 when bombarded with neutron converted into barium and krypton with 3 neutrons and large amount of energy. Then other than uranium 92-235, what are the other fissile materials, that is other fissile nuclides, that is uranium 233, the isotope of uranium, then plutonium 239 and plutonium 241. These two isotopes are fissile. Then none of these is present in nature to any appreciable extent. So they are uranium 233, plutonium 239, plutonium 241, which are present in very smaller quantity in the nature as compared to uranium 235. Then what is fissionable nuclides? Can be induced to fission. Already they are fertile, which cannot fission, but forcefully we can carry out fission reaction into them, but only by neutron bombardment, which can be undergoes fission. So what is the difference between fissile and fertile nuclides? That is nuclides that undergo fission after absorption of thermal neutron are called fissile nuclides, and the examples are uranium 235 and plutonium 239. Then fissile nuclides can also split after absorption of fast neutrons. Then nuclides that after absorption of neutron are transformed with radioactive decay into fissile nuclide are called fertile nuclides, that is forcefully that can be fissioned. So that substances are called fertile, and the example is uranium 92-238. The uranium 92-238 converted into plutonium 239, which is a fissile material. So fertile nuclides can also undergo fission after absorption of fast neutrons, that is by machine neutrons are bombarded on the nuclide, and fertile nuclide which can be converted into fissile material. So this is the difference between fissile and fertile nuclides. Then our point is use of uranium, thorium and plutonium for atomic energy in nuclear reactor. So the average person living in modern society has an increased standard of living, that is day to day our lifestyle will change and we require large amount of energy for our daily use. So to maintain this standard of living, which is based on use of energy. So the traditional way of getting energy fails to fulfill the increasing demand, and hence nuclear energy is the need, because the energy production from coal reservoir, which is limited one. So to fulfill all the needs, people turns towards the production of energy from atomic energy process. So atomic energy has mainly positive properties such as two-way in the balance, cost is comparable with traditional sources or even less than that of oil, gas, and comparatively less pollution. So environment eco-friendly procedure, balancing the environment, cost is very less, very cheap process as compared to other sources, and less pollution free process. So these are the beneficiary points to convert into the nuclear reactor process. Then energy given out during nuclear reactions, which facilitate into the use of that energy for mankind purpose. So that energy is called nuclear energy. Generally it is obtained from fission reaction, as it can be controlled one, so that a chain reaction occurs without a disaster explosion. So in the fission reaction, thorium, uranium and plutonium are used directly or indirectly. So one by one we will see the uses of thorium, uranium and plutonium. First we will see about the thorium. So thorium is used as blanket, as it is a fertile material, do not undergo fission. Already we have discussed about the fertile material. So in the reactor, atomic transmutations takes place to form fissionable product. So thorium 232, which is initially it is a fertile one, but by bombarding neutron forcefully it is converted into thorium 233, and emission of beta particle, it is converted into protactinium 91 233, and further emission of beta particle we are getting uranium 92 233, which is a fissionable material. So during these reactions atomic energy is produced. Here we get fissionable nuclide uranium 233, so which can be used to generate atomic energy. So long as there is a available thorium available to convert, there will be continued production of atomic power will be possible. Then another use is uranium. So isotopes, fissile isotopes are uranium 233 and 235 are the fissionable nuclides. So uranium 233 is obtained from uranium thorium 232, which was seen in this reaction. So natural uranium contains 97.3% uranium 238 and very less 0.7% only uranium 235. So natural uranium after some transmutations gives fissile plutonium, while uranium 235 is a fissile material. So this fertile uranium 232, 238, by bombarded with neutrons we are getting uranium 239. Further emission of beta particle we are getting neptunium 239, and further elimination of beta we are getting plutonium 239, which is a fissile one. So here fertile converted into fissile. Plutonium is not occurring naturally, hence obtained in large amount by transmutation of uranium 238. So uranium 233, 235 and plutonium 239 are fissile materials, which is used in nuclear reactor as atomic fuel. So these are the atomic fuels. So nuclear energy released during fission is extracted in the form of heat energy and is directly converted into electrical energy. Very well we know that when uranium 235 bombarded by neutrons we are getting fission products barium krypton with emission of neutrons and large amount of energy. Similarly, when plutonium bombarded by neutrons, we are getting fission products and large amount of energy. So the mechanism of fission reaction, that is uranium 233, 235 and plutonium 239, can be pictorially shown in the figure below. So we know that when thorium 232 bombarded by neutrons and with the emission of subsequently 2 beta particles, we are getting uranium 233, which is a fissionable one. Similarly, uranium 238 fertile converted into plutonium 239. So these are the mechanism which is possible to carry out the fission reactions. Further, we will discuss some points related to our PPTs. That is, we know that uranium 238, that is a fertile one, after capturing neutron converted into uranium 239, which is unstable, and after elimination of beta particles electron, we are getting neptunium. Further elimination of beta particle, we are getting plutonium, which is a fissile one. So this is further diagrammatically represented as below. Then in this we will see, that is thorium 232 converted into thorium 233 by bombarded by neutrons. Then further it is converted into, with the emission of beta particle, protactinium. Further emission of beta particle, we are getting fissile uranium 233. So here thorium 232 converted into uranium 233 fissionable material. So these are the diagrammatic representation for easy understanding purpose. So here overall thorium 232 when bombarded by neutrons converted into isotope of thorium 233, with the emission of beta particle we are getting protactinium, and further emission of beta particle we are getting uranium 233. Similarly, fertile material uranium 238 converted into plutonium 239 fissile material. So these two are fissile materials, while these two are fertile materials. In objective type questions they will ask which is fissile material and which is fertile material. So thank you all of you for listening this video.